Are we actually living in a real world? Or are we mere characters in an AI program universe? Who knows? We could be characters trapped within a space alien video game. That sounds like a question you might hear while watching The Matrix, right? But seriously, it's become the subject of intense discussion among experts, including Elon Musk, SpaceX's CEO. What has our world got to do with The Matrix? Ask Andrew Tate. He'll explain what the distinction is between the real world and The Matrix. Oh wait, I'll try since he isn't here. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world built to keep humans under control, otherwise known as a simulation. Like the scenes from The Matrix, the artificial intelligence we created turned us into a power source to run their computers. But that wasn't all. The movie had a twist. The real world depicted in the film is not what it appears to be, but rather another level of simulation developed by the machines. Let me make this simple. We all know about virtual reality, or the Metaverse. You know that video games are not real, but merely AI-programmed worlds and characters.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
In our understanding, this is our real world. You watching this video is real. But imagine someone telling you later on that even our planet is an AI-programmed world controlled by some super beings, just like the way you control your game. I know, you're shocked. Yeah, that's exactly what the scientists are saying. Just before you dismiss the idea as impossible, let me share a few things with you that might make you reconsider. Could wars, climate change, natural disasters, and more be programmed too? Like the scenes from the movie, the machines understood the innate human urge for conflict, hope, and the illusion of choice and fashioned the emergence of a messiah figure, also known as the One, unknowing to the victims that it was a deliberate glitch to work in favor of the evil machine. The intriguing nature of this movie has left many scientists pondering if we aren't also living in a parallel world similar to that of the movie. The idea that we're living in a simulation is plausible, according to some philosophers, and maybe even likely, controlled by a higher technology, a sentient AI. I'll tell you why some scientists think we live in a simulation. There are several indications that our world could be a simulation overseen by a super being or even a super AI technology. In 2001, Nick Bostrom, a philosopher at the University of Oxford, circulated a draft of a paper proposing that a highly powerful supercomputer with the mass of a planet is capable of simulating the entire population of humanity. Now, records have it that Bostrom admitted he hadn't seen The Matrix before writing the piece. According to Bostrom, this computer could perform 1,042 calculations per second. It could simulate the whole history of humanity, including all of our thoughts, sensations, and memories in less than an hour. According to this argument, humans and the entire physical universe are just blips of data on the hard drive of such a huge supercomputer. If there are other technological civilizations in the universe, and if they run computer simulations, chances are that we have many simulated realities with artificial intelligence inhabitants who may have no idea they're living inside a game, just like us. These beings could think they are real, but have no real form and only exist within the simulation, he added. And 15 years down the line, Elon Musk repeated the same thing. The CEO of SpaceX clearly stated in a conference in 2016 that the odds of us living in a real world, that is, the physical universe, are 1 to a billion. Musk believes you and I do not exist. But don't take it personally. He believes he doesn't exist either, at least not in the conventional sense of the word. Instead, humans are nothing more than abstract software creations running on a massive extraterrestrial computer simulation. Musk said before adding, "We're most likely living in a simulation."
I seem to follow that the odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions.
Hold on just a second. Are you kidding me? Scientists are actually suggesting that our universe might be nothing more than a sophisticated game invented by bored aliens? This is weird. If any of you have any information about the supposed name of this game, don't keep it to yourself. Share it in the comments. And by the way, if you're finding this video entertaining and want to support our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. However, if computer-loving aliens do exist, we are then living in a computer simulation, Besides, I'm beginning to have a second thought about many of our space trips and the curiosity of our astronauts to discover what goes on in outer space, just like Neo. The multiple spacecraft crashes, the UFO sightings, and the interstellar objects that occasionally fly through our solar system could be our own sentinels that serve the aliens controlling us. Scientists are currently exploring methods to test the concept of simulation. However, they face a significant challenge. How can they differentiate between physical reality and a simulation when their own cognitive abilities are programmed within the system? On the contrary, some scientists object to the idea that we live in a programmed world. They argued that it is not feasible for computer-generated beings to possess the same level of consciousness as we do. It is also possible that advanced civilizations have no interest in conducting simulated experiments. That sounds all great, but is there any reason not to believe the simulation argument? We already have functioning prototypes of how such a simulation works, such as video games and virtual realities. The misconception is that when we talk about simulation or an AI-programmed world, our minds immediately go to the Matrix situation. However, the truth is that we are already under the influence of AIs. By creating artificial intelligence tools, we've gotten ourselves trapped within the simulation of the codes we invented. This can be seen by the code that guides us on the internet. The code, otherwise known as algorithms, has taken over our choice, our preferences, and sense of judgment. Those codes now rule our world. Don't think of a deeper level of the simulation. The simulation is right here on this screen. The simulation will show itself by your next recommended video, recommended ad, etc., etc., on and on. Another form of virtual reality prison or simulation in which we've all unconsciously become prisoners fueling their systems is the social media matrix. Social media has allowed us to become fake or romanticized versions of ourselves online. In doing so, have we willingly ignored our reality for the comforts of an online world? Though the movie The Matrix was released years before the internet became a popular thing and long before the creation of smartphones and social media apps, a scene from The Matrix stands out as a warning to our generation, especially those who wish to live fake lives in a digital world.
You know what I realize? Ignorance is bliss.
Whatever you want, Mr. Reagan, that is what the Matrix can offer you if you willfully submit to it. Mr. Reagan, on the other hand, does not exist. He is only a digitalized replica of his real-world personality, Cypher, who surrenders to the Matrix to escape the misery of the world. Cypher is tired of being a nobody and decides to become someone in the Matrix.
I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important. Like an actor.
Whatever you want, Mr. Reagan.
Our obsession with the digital world, like Cypher's, stems from the enticing potential to become someone else. Whatever flaws we have in real life can be hidden behind a skillfully crafted online personality, providing us with the validation and identity we lack in real life. The Matrix is real, and it's here already. Social media is the Matrix, and rather than striving to avoid it, we are all willing to accept in it, some to the extreme, but at what price? Whether we like it or not, social networks shape people's thoughts, feelings, and actions. Social media programs us. There is always this notion that technology is neutral and that it is up to us to decide how we use it. That's simply not true. It isn't neutral. Social networks entice you in specific ways that keep you glued to them for long hours by exploiting your desires and interests because that is how they make money and get trained by hacking our brains. The signs that we live in an AI-programmed world are everywhere. And this begs the question, how can we pull out of it? Not so fast. Remember that we can't know what the goal of the simulators is. Perhaps, for them, the game is not merely to observe us and have fun, but simply to see how long it will take us to discover that we're in a simulation. When that happens, the game ends and the simulation is turned off. Who knows? Attention everyone! Your compliance is required to watch the video in the top right corner. Failure to do so may result in your social media data deletion. Proceed with caution. Watch it now.